welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here with our celebrity tarot card reading. We're going to get into this reading, but first go ahead, hit subscribe, share, like, and follow. Do all the things that you need to do. Check out Hangman Tarot on YouTube. And again, my name is Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. It is beautiful to meet you. If I have not already, make sure, again, you hit subscribe. Go ahead. Okay. We are going to find out all about this wonderful, Stephen Baldwin, okay? I'm going to go over his astrology first, and then I'm going to get into this reading, okay? The only reason that I'm doing this is because this guy is very strange, and it intrigued me, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go in. I don't really care what happens, how it goes, I'm not sure, but here we go. Okay. So he's kind of stirred up a little bit of drama. Let's just start there. He's, stirred up some drama with the Beavers saying, pray for them, this weird cryptic message, except for it didn't make any sense. So he says a lot of things on his, videos and such, but it doesn't make any sense. And I don't know what he's saying, and I don't know if anyone else does. And if you do, maybe there's a language barrier here, because I just do not know what the fuck he's talking about usually. His daughter is with Justin Bieber. They were at church, and then he's posted that or whatever. And, not to make matters worse, but her sister goes out to the bar one night, like last night, I think, and she literally goes to jail. And she wasn't swinging fists. She was swinging dirty tampons. Her dirty tampon. And I know, this is like the third time I've said this story. I just can't get over it. It's a great weapon. I wonder if she could get in trouble for fighting with a weapon. I mean, right? That'd be weird. Okay, anyway, so let's get into this. He was born May 12th, 1966, Long Island, New York, United States. He is a Taurus. His moon sign is an Aquarius. His birth path is a 3. He's a damn Taurus. He is embarrassing us Taurians. I cannot even deal with this. What? Sir, you need to stop. Okay. We don't really know who he is. I've seen him on a couple shows, but I don't really remember what those shows were. He was an American actor known for his role in the 1995 ensemble film The Usual Subjects. He is the youngest of acting Baldwin brothers. Oh, this is right. Okay. He's literally related to the other two crazy brothers, or the very angry ones. He's also a screenwriter, director, and a producer. I'm I think I have my work cut out for me here. So let's just get into this reading so that I'm a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. I'm feeling a little, because I've never really read somebody's cards who were not quite there, I guess. So now I'm like what? I don't know how it's going to feel. Maybe this is why I feel this way. Intuitively, I'm starting to feel very uncomfortable. Okay. This is so awkward. Okay. I had to do it though, because I did the Beebs, and I was like, I gotta know what's going on. Let's get into it further. Let's get into a current energy from Oracle, just kind of finding out a basic little layer there on that top of the first energy. Just like a nice little skimming. Just see where we're at. Creepy. It's almost like, so weird. So just kind of basing off of this little bit of energy right at the moment, I just feel like he has lack of ability to choose something specific, especially when it comes to something sacred or something deep or something devoted or something secretive. I feel like there's like a large amount of waters that he kind of like keeps to himself. And I feel like he's in a place where he's not able to choose if he can actually bring that out, or, you know, show the light to that, or even just like the fact that he might have worshipped or was devoted to something specific, and now he doesn't choose to be in that place anymore, because he does make decisions based off the fact that there's no longer, you know, kind of that supporting secret underneath him. But again, it's not something that he's probably spoke about. I don't know what that specifically means. I do feel like ritually, he's kind of like started over and made a dedication to his own self instead of anything else or anything specifically larger than him. Yeah, because that will carry him more into unknowing territory. So it's just like, it's like, again, he was supported by something very uncomfortable probably, or something real creepy, due to the fact that he was, you know, an elite at one time in this Hollywood scene. So I feel like there definitely was some sort of creepy Holly weird layer here. And he's like, they always go fucking nuts. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. They always go fucking nuts when they're not supported by that demonic layer of Hollywood. Okay, that's all I need to say, really. And I feel like they do go nuts, or they their brains take flight, and they're just so fucked up from it, or else they make them fucked up, because they all end up the same. Isn't that weird? Doesn't that make you think about or wonder about it? I think about it all the time. Creepy. That's right, Hollywood. I called you fucking creepy because you fucking are. Okay, I've cussed way too many times, I think. I think I'm only allowed to cuss a certain amount of times. Okay, so this Baldwin guy. Let's get into it. Unstable. Yeah, we're aware. Okay, so there is like a lot of recklessness, a lot of power issues, power balance issues here. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that he was in a place with his Two of Swords. You know, he was in a situation where he kind of had to come to terms with what it was that he wasn't actually seeing, or the things that he would pretend to not see. And I feel like there was a choice or some sort of communication. He'd have to make some sort of a, you know, a decision, and this would inevitably affect his mind. This ain't playing around. It's creepy, and I knew this was going to happen, and that's why I was really hesitant, but I was excited. So anyway, the fact that he's in this very unstable place, or in this place where it's not as desired as it used to be, he just lacks direction. He's not able to kind of like fix, you know, forward intentions, energy, power behind him, and he probably never will be in that place again. Quite honestly. Again, anything surrounding that has a large amount to do with his decision, and his decision to come out of that pretending not to see things, and to, you know, hide behind whatever he could. It was very thin, so he was still able to see it, which is fucked. That is fucked. It is. I do think the challenge here for him is the fact that he really was hoping or wanting safe management for his physical body, or just making sure that, you know, he was able to kind of be in a place first financially. He was supporting, you know, himself or whoever else, and he wanted to make sure he was secure. He wanted to do it in a very responsible way before he went into kind of like an isolation or a solitude. And the challenge here is just lacking that direction, lacking that inspiration or that balance, or emotionally being able to flow or be receptive back and forth to somebody, or just even being like bright or having cheerful energy. It's just like, it's almost like gone. The inspiration, the aspiration, it's nowhere there. It's just the hole, and it's gone. That's what it feels like. There's nothing pure here anymore. And that is the challenge, is, you know, at one time there was something more pure about him and his life. And this is just bringing up all sorts of things for me. As far as like where he's at, as far as a challenge kind of surrounding this whole situation. All right, so moving forward, I feel like any job or passion or accomplishments that he has had, he's kind of in a place where he's just surrendered to that, not really giving a fuck anymore. Because at first he was in limbo. He was holding on, he was grasping and trying to stay relevant or stay in, the things that make him happy or the things he's passionate about. But I think he let go, he surrendered, and he's okay with that part. There's an okayness about that. That's a positive energy in that card. What is that? And really, the idea here is moving into avoidance surrounding who and where he is at in his life right now, and just kind of being in a place where he avoids any kind of connection. He avoids any kind of healing, cleansing. He's not into, lovers. He's not into having a relationship that is built on love or connection emotionally. He's, the opposite, okay? As far as emotions, he's always been probably very immature, not very adaptable, not very connected even to the person. And he was always kind of like hiding from that, and that made a lot of issues. Because anything kind of like, you want to embrace that love. You want to embrace, the things that come up as far as uncovering yourself and being vulnerable to somebody else. And it's just not for him. He was not into that. He would rather not. He would rather not. It's just like that was a fantasy, if anything, for him. Yeah. Duh. Yeah, because the support, he finds support in doing the dirt, doing the dirty deed, okay? He finds support in being a nasty boy, and he does. I mean, that's just Knight of Wands in reverse, just huge. He's reckless. He's definitely, when he goes into relationship, he's not headed anywhere in those, okay? Again, blocked off emotionally, don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. No potential here. No potential. None. Headed nowhere in that relationship. Whichever one he is in. And he's just there for the punani. Okay? That's it. But he probably feels when he does that. And that's the only time he does feel. And it's like, that's the addiction of it, I feel. I don't know specifically. I'm not, like, it's not coming from first person perspective. I do think any support can be found moving into an outcome here. Let's see. Somebody around him in a conflict, somebody around him who is irrational, somebody who is feeling almost at a loss, and communication would come into him or did already. And he does not isolate. He does not back up on that shit. He puts light right onto that without even thinking about it, without even dealing with himself and trying to figure out what the best way to deal with this situation would be. So whatever communication comes, very excited in a very upset way, very upset about whatever this communication is, mentally just not okay, just not there, just not receptive, just not feeling quite right. This feeling comes in, and this is again some sort of a loss, and this message comes in, and he is like not great about keeping it on the DL. And yes, that is very much being picked up right now. What is the bottom line? Bottom line, the cycles of a creation, any kind of primal energy, any intention for his dreams are all in the past. Something that he would like to potentially move forward with some sort of strength and intention, but it's like, how, that's all in the past. This is literally all in the past. It is. It's definitely all in the past. And any empathy, any cleansing, any flow of love back and forth, any give and take that is balance is all fallen behind, okay? And I feel like any outcome for this man is just that. I mean, he can't. He's not in a place where he can do that. Even if he's in a relationship or not, like, they already know what I'm talking about. The potential here has ridden off, okay? The potential here is not budding, it's not, blooming. It's all a memory. They're in all of the things he's done, in his ambition, in all of his dreams, and all the things he's desired, or anything career-wise, on the path of his passions, such things. That is where this, at one time, really resonated for him. Like, really was a place where he could sit. That was something he really loved. But this is in the past. That's in the past. The love stuff is definitely in the past. There is no beginning. No new beginning for his outcome. Not in that way. Yeah. He is the opposite of having the tools to do that. So it's like the opposite of moving into kind of finding yourself in magician energy. You're just not. You're not in a place of communication, not in a place of empathy, intuition, not in a place where you can, feel this role of being the safety guy, or, you're super responsible and you're taking care of everything, or, you're working and you're doing all the things you love and everything's blossoming. Those things are all in the past, and that's not something he will ever have the tools to navigate again. So that was depressing. That got very depressing. So I'm sorry about that. All right. Please go ahead, hit subscribe. Go check out Hangman Tarot on YouTube. Do all of the things, like, share, and follow. And if you would, please and thank you, check it out. And again, my name's Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. So if you have any questions or you want to ask about any celebrities, go ahead. I cannot guarantee that I will get to everybody's wants and needs. I do have a job and I do have children. So my life, it's a lot. There's a lot of things going on usually. Other than that, please enjoy the rest of this beautiful weekend, and I hope that you have a good night. See you at your next celebrity reading.